Hey guys, welcome back to another one of these little videos. I do these from time to time. For those of you who are new to my channel, my grandmother has been battling breast cancer these last few months. She was diagnosed once before when I was a sophomore about 3 years ago, exactly 3 years ago, close to that point when it happened. And she beat it quite easily, I might add. Um, and then a few months ago, she was diagnosed with it again, and I did a little update on her the other day, where I mentioned that she was back in the hospital. She's been there this entire week. I was there with her last Sunday, I want to say. Um, but um, this is another one of those bad news situations. Thank goodness she has not passed away, so that's really good news on my end. For right now, but things are looking extremely grim right now. I had just received word she was moved to the ICU. She's been battling pneumonia these last few weeks, and for a reason that cannot clear it. And something happened this morning, and made it turn for the worst and put her in the ICU for right now. I don't know the details on anything. My dad won't tell me anything besides the fact that her health just took a turn this morning, and my mom I haven't spoken to since I got home this afternoon. So um, she's been out at her job since about 1:30 ish, which I was actually picking up my brother and sister at that time. So today at least we had early release today. So I got a little bit of stuff done today before, and that really just kind of just made my day. I was on kind of a high today. Today, not like drug high, but today was actually a really good day. I had early release, so I got home early. I filmed Project Explorer. I had a bit of an issue getting it up. It took about 4 hours entirely for me to get the video up because my computer froze up multiple times. But yeah, so today was a high point. I'm probably gonna do kind of like what I call like the expansion series or something like that for Project Explorer, where I do short little videos on like stuff I thought I should have added in the last episode. So keep your eyes out for that tomorrow. I may, well, not tomorrow. I'll probably film it tomorrow, but yeah. Um, but my head's in just all over the place right now. My mind is swimming because of this, and it's really hard news for me to hear because she's been in the ICU before, and it's really sketchy. Now, my grandmother is a very big fighter. Adversity hits her way. She's had a ton of adversity in her life, and she always fights her way through it. And so I know she's not gonna just quit right now when she's at the one of the hardest parts of her fight right now um with possibly spine cancer or something like that. I don't know. I mentioned in the last update video I didn't actually do a face cam because I was I was extremely nervous as I am right now, but I just was too lazy to open the face cam at the time, and this one I was just like, screw it, let's do it. Um, but yeah, so they doctors have a theory that her cancer may have spread to her spine, and you know, it's really bad right now. So I know some of you guys that are watching this aren't religious, but just for those guys who are, please just keep my families in your prayers right now because it was rough when she got diagnosed, and right now with her being in the ICU, it's even worse, especially for my mom. I've never seen my mom so sad before, except for these last few months, especially this last week entirely. Anytime you mention my grandmother, she just starts to well up, and it makes me want to cry. It really does. And I'm tearing up right now. And I just hope you guys understand that this has been a really hard time for me. Um, and so I'm not taking another break. I did that break for two reasons. That short, like few day long break. Um, Mainly just to clear my head, rest up because I had been doing several months straight of daily uploads. Some weekends I took off. I've been doing that since I did the break. I've taken weekends off, except for days like this possibly with Sunday. I might go to Cafe or Noctane. Of course, with recent turns and events, I may not go. I don't know. I'll keep you guys updated on that. If I do go, it'll either be with Kendall Stone or possibly Chandler again. If he goes, I don't know the entire backstory on that. So um, I'll keep you guys updated on that again. Just go follow my Twitter. I'll probably try to put it up on here. I usually don't edit these update videos, but I might as well just for the sake of it. Trying to think of anything else I can say because, like I said, my head is just like out of shape right now. My mind is all over the place. I can't really think. Um, like I said, this has been a really hard time for me and my family. We've we've gone through adversity before as a family, but this is really just some of the toughest stuff in recent years. And we had a year a couple years ago where two family members died within weeks of each other, and that was rough. But they were family members that I didn't have as much as a bond as I do with my grandmother. And I'm really hoping that if she does have to pass this year, it'll be sometime after I graduate, because um, my whole dream, my ideal graduation is for them all to be there with me, and it would just the thought of her not being there really just frightens me. And so yeah, it's hard right now. I'm tearing up, guys. I'm sorry. This is actually really rough right now. It's really hard things to think about, especially when you lose someone you've been really close to your entire life. It's just I don't even know. Words can't really explain how I feel right now. I'm scared. I'm nervous, but it's not over yet. My grandmother's a fighter, like I said. She can fight through this anytime. She's beaten cancer once before, and she's doing her best to beat it again. So I apologize for getting emotional right now. This is like I said, it's really tough. But just thank you guys again for watching. Thank you guys for the support. I've gotten so many people just like, hey, I'm keeping your family in my prayers, all that stuff, and I really appreciate that. It really does make me feel like I do have a community on my back, and it really makes me feel good to have that support. And I just want to thank you guys for that, as it really brightens my day. Because for those of you who don't know, I don't think I've actually mentioned it before on camera, but I do suffer from depression. Now, I'm not to the point where like my depression isn't severe to the point where I think suicidal all the time, but um, I definitely do think gloomy. But I've never had suicidal tendencies or anything, so it's not that bad of depression. But I'm easily depressed. I'm very sad most of the time, unless there's something going on where I'm like super into it, like caffeine and octane, for example. Every time I go to caffeine and octane, I'm always in my best mood. When I'm with my friends, especially Kendall Stone and Chandler, Tyler, and Trevor, Captain Hook and all those people. I'm always in my best mood around them because those are their like super small group of friends that like put out an effort just keep me in them. Not like you guys know what I mean, but yeah. So I'd like to thank those guys in particular for just being there for me during this time. I talk to Michael every day, Kendall Stone, for those who don't know. I talk to him every day. And every time I mention my grandmother, he always has something supportive to say, and I always thank him for that. Chandler and them, they've always had my back. Like especially Tyler, Trevor, I've known them the longest, and they've always been there for me, even when I've gone through hardships. And I just can't thank them enough. I can't thank all of them enough, really. Chandler too. I mean, Chandler, I've only known him for a very short time, but he's really just stood out, and I appreciate all of you guys. If y'all are watching this, I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you guys for just being with me. I greatly appreciate it. And Captain Hook and I've known him for about 2 to 3 years now. It's been quite a bit of time, and and ever since she got diagnosed the first time, a little bit afterward, when she was still fighting it, Ethan, I'm just gonna call him by his real name, Ethan, and just he was very supportive, and I really thank him for that. I don't know, he doesn't really watch my videos very much, but if you're watching this to this point right now, Ethan, I just want to say thank you again for everything. Um, but yeah, thank you guys. I'm just gonna end the video off here before I get too crazy with it because the video is already longer than I wanted it to be. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, thanks for all the support. Just please keep keeping my family in your thoughts as we really need it right now. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Take care, guys.